Hey everyone, we're back with another episode of DHDI Profiles. My name is Lauren Gaw, and today we are here with Andrew Lipinski. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for your invitation.
So, I understand you started out as a recording engineer. What inspired you to get into that industry?
I started as a musician,
Okay.
and I started playing piano at the age of 6.
Oh, wow.
And went through all chain of schools, and on high school level I started playing a clarinet, and this turned me into jazz. And then I turned to tenor saxophone, and I was playing on tenor and recorded one LP as a musician with best Polish musicians.
Wow.
And my guru, Professor Karujas, who was my mentor when I was at sound engineering department at Academy of Music in Warsaw. He recorded this LP. I was a freshman at my sound engineering department. Then I decided to spend most of my time into sound engineering rather than playing music and practicing, because I'm perfectionist.
Okay.
So I cannot do perfectly both, So, but sound engineering idea started when I was a teenager. I was born in city of Łódź, which is second largest city in Poland. And it's something like 80 miles from Warsaw, and Warsaw was the place where we had a jazz festival called Jazz Jamboree. And when I went to this festival, when I was a teenager, I went to the concert, which was at this time at Philharmonic Hall. And after the concert, I didn't have any idea what to do during the night, and jam sessions were pretty pre-organized, and I didn't have easy access to this. But so I stayed in the Philharmonic Hall, and suddenly happened that people started bringing microphone stands, microphones, and I said, maybe I will stay here. And I was staying, and they started the session, recording session, and actually happened that it was probably the most prestigious recording session in Polish jazz history.
Wow.
And the players were Krzysztof Komeda, who was composer for all Polański movies, and probably his Rosemary's Baby Lullaby. And also another musician was Tomasz Stańko, who just passed away a few months ago. Excellent trumpet player. I can say he was successor of Miles Davis. So after that, I figured out, this is something I would like to do.
That was the light bulb moment. You said, I want to do that.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. So it's after that I was playing different instruments, as I said, but my focus was on listening to music, evaluating the quality of the recordings, and also since I was a teenager, I met one lawyer who at this time had excellent Bang & Olufsen equipment, and we were getting together. It was rarity in Poland under communism regime that he spent this amount of money for the for playback equipment, and we were focusing on quality of the recording, and were evaluating different kind of recordings, and also of course playing jazz, and so it was small society in my city. And I developed my sensitivity towards recording, toward phonography, and I developed my taste for the quality of the recording, which is probably the most important thing.
Yeah. So do you still play music?
Just for fun, just for myself. But I'm listening a lot to live music. I'm attending a lot of concerts. And this music live performance in a good acoustics will be always my reference.
Right.
And just to give you an example, during the Audio Engineering Society convention in Warsaw, which happened 3 years ago for the first time in Warsaw, instead of showing graphs and having a lecture, I rather opted for showing my recording I cut in Paris a few years earlier, and it was high resolution 8-channel recording with height information, and which was published on Blu-ray, so with the picture. And after a few songs, the album we cut were Chopin songs. In original concert hall where Chopin played, since he spent a lot of time in Paris. And
that's
also
amazing.
I was lucky to find the original piano on player 1843 on which Chopin played.
Really? How did you find that?
It's a long story, you know.
We have time, right?
Yeah, so it took me 3 trips with a pianist, and we're going through French collectors of old instruments. Wow. And there were few instruments of this kind, but only one was in the shape. It was very little played and in perfect shape, like original. And we rented this piano for this recording.
That's incredible.
And also, but you know, to come back to the AES, the piano from the same period of time, 1843, but after renovation, is also in Warsaw. So what I did for the AES, I was showing my recording, and after a few songs, the screen went up, and the real artists were on the stage, and I had the piano 1843 player. Wow. and the artist from this recording for gathering of something like 300 people to show where we are with this technology. Otherwise, you know, it's talking about, you know, audio technology is like talking over the phone, how does banana taste? You know?